Hi, my name is Rabin and I'm going to be showing you how to use events and references. Events are things that happen within your application, like when you click a button or contents of a text box change or when a form loads. So you basically use these events to tell the application what to do when these things happen. However, references on the other hand are totally different. References are just, well, basically references to your components. Now, let's start with the events. Events are fairly easy to use. So all you need to do is basically click on any component, for example, the form or the button here. Just go to events and choose whatever event you want to catch. For example, we want to catch the click event of this button. Just click on it and just go to the graph and click anywhere, and there you go, you have the click event. The event on its own does nothing, so what you need to do is tell the application to do something when this event fires. For example, we want a message box to appear when this event fires. So basically, when button 1 gets clicked, it should show a message box. There's no limit on what you want to attach to the event. So, for example, we can create another node and attach to the event. See, now when button 1 is clicked, first it shows a message box, then it exits the application. Sometimes you might want to attach a lot of nodes to the same event, so when the click event fires, it will call out each node one after another. So what if you wanted to do something before something else? All you need to do is right click on the port here, and you will see a list of calls that this event will make. As you can see, the first one is the message box and the second one is exit application. You can reorder these calls in order to tell the event to do something before something else. All you need to do is just select it and move it up or down. So basically that will reorder what it does. Beforehand it was calling the message box first, then it was calling exit application. Now as we have changed it, it will call the exit application first, and then it will call the message box. You can only create one node per event type per component. That is to avoid the call order. For example, if you had another button click event, how would the application would know which one to run first? So for that matter, you can only create one click event for button 1, for example. So it's not there anymore. Now let's get to references. References are nodes that refer to components or controls. Unlike events, you can make as many as you want of the same component or different components. And references are used to get control properties or to set control properties. Let's create a reference. Go to the designer, right click on the control and click create control reference. And as I said, these reference nodes are used to set or get properties from or to a component. To set the controls property using its reference, click on the info button, go to set. For example, we're going to set the text. And if you want to get the same property or any other property, just click on the info button again and click get. And for example, we're going to get text. Now keep in mind, the ports that appear on the left, these are meant to be set, and the ports that appear on the right, these are to get. So basically, if you want the text of that button to show in a message box or feed it to the message box, you're going to attach this one to the message box. Now let's set its property. This is a test. Create a string and let's type something like test and attach to the text set property. Now let's test it and see. Let's first delete this node and click run. Now as you can see, it has set the text property of the button to test, which is the string we specified here. And if we click the button, it will show us the message box which contained the button text. As you can see, the properties are set before the form is shown. So what if you want to set the properties on an event, for example on this click event. Now let's delete these and detach. Now we have removed the set properties of the button, so how are we going to do it manually, for example when this click event fires? Now you go to UI, control, and set properties. Now what you need to do is attach the reference here. Now click on the info button. We're going to get the text property. There you go. And attach the text that we want to set and attach the event to the set port. Now let's test it out. It's still button 1 as it originally said in the designer. If we click it, it's going to change to test. One thing to keep in mind when working with references and events, they work as long as the component is still there. As soon as you delete the component, they no longer function. For example, if you delete button 1, you get errors at the bottom saying button 1 is missing, and if you look at the nodes, they're both highlighted in red, and if you move your mouse over the info button, it will say error message, button 1 is missing. As long as the component is missing, you cannot compile your application. And sometimes you might have a lot of nodes. It might be hard to find which node is with the problem. All you need to do is double click on the error message and it will bring the node with the problem to view. And to fix the problem, you can either delete the nodes or you can create another component of the same type with the same name, and there you go. It will replace the old button that we created as long as it has the same name and it's of the same type of component. That's it for now, and see you next time.